Hey everyone, Ultra Healthy here. Let's get straight into it. We all thought that the Hong Kong 97 mystery was solved, but it turns out someone has done the impossible and figured out where the image at the game over screen came from. Now, I've already passed around this information on social media as much as I could, on Reddit and on Twitter, but I have a feeling there are a lot of people who would still want to know about it and haven't heard yet. So, since I've sort of become the default expert on Hong Kong 97, I figured making a video was the right thing to do. Basically, what happened is, a couple months ago, I woke up in the morning to a notification about a comment on the Hong Kong 97 history video by a person saying, "I know where the game over picture comes from." Now, until that point in time, a lot of people have said things like, "I know where the game over screen comes from," and what every single one of them has meant until then is, "I have a theory about where that picture comes from." Nobody, has known for sure where it was. And kind of ironically, if you were actually to go find the comment one before this one that I'm talking about, it is literally a person saying, "This video solves the mystery of the game over screen," and it was a video which I had seen ages ago, and it is literally just another person throwing out random fantastical theories about what they think it could have been. So in this new comment, the person who made it, they didn't put the link in the comment itself, probably because they figured out that'll get it filtered, but they told me the name of the video to look for. They said the whole video is on YouTube in full. So the name they gave was Death File War. So I'm like, all right. So I searched it, and the very first result was, in the thumbnail, it was like a DVD cover with what looked like a dead body. But the title and everything was in Portuguese. So I'm just kind of like, well, this is probably what they're talking about. So I clicked on it, and I fast forwarded to the time that they told me, and lo and behold, there is this person that we've seen over and over again. It's a video this time, but same clothes, same angle, same timestamp, everything. It was, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the person used at the game over screen in Hong Kong 97. You can actually stop at the exact second where Kurosawa would have taken the capture for Hong Kong 97. So somehow or another, this person found this video where he got the image from. This mystery we thought would just be lost to time has been solved. So obviously, I'm just floored. I'm like, holy crap, this is it. In this particular video, I'm sorry guys, but I'm not actually going to show you a clip of the video because it is actually a real dead person. I know I deal with adult themes sometimes on this channel, but I try to keep the actual content PG-13. So I'm not, going to put, a clip or a capture into this video right here. But I will link it in the description, and I'll, put the exact time where you can see it. And also, I have taken a capture of that moment, so I'll put it up on Imgur, some image sharing site, and I'll put that link down there in the description too. Now, the next logical question is, just what is this video? Well, the narration is in Portuguese, but if you listen very closely, you can hear that it's been superimposed over the original, which was Japanese. So obviously, this is almost certainly some kind of bootleg of a video that was probably practically a bootleg to begin with. But thankfully, the uploader left the original credits on at the end as well, which tell us that this video is called Shin Death File 3. Shin means new, so it's New Death File 3. In Japan, there was actually a series, kind of the most well-known kind of Japanese produced series of these Mondo movies, I guess they call them, that are like Faces of Death, that are, just kind of clips of, people dying, the footage that got caught on camera. So they were called Death File. And there are a whole bunch of them over here. This particular one is Shin Death File 3. It was released at the end of 1993, which coincides very closely with the time that Kurosawa would have been making Hong Kong 97, so that adds up. And the narration reveals that this particular body is somebody who died in the Bosnian Civil War. I have no idea if they're a combatant or not. There's probably a lot of people who died in that war who were never identified. But now we know that Shin is Bosnian. As for acquiring real physical copies of these death file videos, they were pretty much all released on VHS originally. Some of them have been transferred to DVD. I don't know under what circumstances, how the quality is, but they are out there. They don't come up a whole lot. They do appear sometimes on Japanese auction sites, or particularly Mercari. There's a number of closed listings there, and they're definitely not cheap. I think the last set that I saw was like the first 4 sold for 28,000 yen, which is around $280. So it's not undoable, but they're not, cheap either. One kind of really unfortunate thing did happen about a week before I made this video. Somebody put up 2 listings on Mercari for sets of the original VHSs, sealed in the plastic. One was like 4 and the other was like 6, and obviously they sold immediately. You know what I'm saying? They were gone by the time I get there, so I didn't get either. That is kind of unfortunate. Thankfully, I don't know if thankfully is the right word, Shin Death File 3 was not in either set. Most of the time when you see them, they're ex-rentals. These were not. They were originals, so that's like crazy that somebody had that many unopened. So, getting a hold of them is not going to be particularly easy. And in fact, Shin Death File 3 in particular is not going to be easy, because there is not a picture of it anywhere. Anywhere on the internet, there is not one clear picture of Shin Death File 3, of the cover. The only pictures I found were from a closed auction, and this person just took a picture of like the top little strip of the video so that you could see the title, probably because he thought he would get in trouble for putting up gruesome content or something. That's the only ones. So no one even knows what it looks like. So it's really not going to be easy to get a hold of that one. And also the title of that auction said that one wasn't put on DVD ever. So leave it to Kurosawa to inadvertently choose the rarest volume from this Death File series to get that picture from Hong Kong 97. So I'll keep my eyes open, but I can't promise anything. And just as you would expect from any good story revolving around Kowloon Kurosawa, there is one more juicy tidbit of information related to these Death File videos. The person who directed them, I suppose you would call him the director, his name is Adachi Kaoru. Apparently this is kind of like a stage name or an artist name. His real name is Mieda Susumu, apparently, but he goes by Adachi Kaoru. This person who directed the entire Death File series, or he put the video footage together, I suppose, has a bit of a presence online. He's something of a notorious person, and his main job is he's a porn director. Yeah, who could have made that up? He produces extreme BDSM porn. There's a website. I can put the link to his website, in the description for people who are into that kind of thing. It's a little extreme, be forewarned. But so that information is out there. If that's your kind of thing, you can check it out. So yeah, BDSM porn and corpses. Great place to find some inspiration for your upcoming game. That is pretty much all I can tell you about the discovery of the image in the Hong Kong 97 Game Over screen. It's out there, we found it, you can see it for yourself, and good luck finding a real copy of Shin Death File 3. You've got about as much chance as I do. So now, let's move on to the more tantalizing portion of this video. Hopefully you noticed I made a very bold statement in the title of this video. I claim that I have made another insanely rare discovery of something related to this whole story. Obviously, finding Hong Kong 97 itself was an outrageous miracle. Most people think I'm probably never going to be able to top that. And this does not top it, but it is maybe half the miracle that Hong Kong 97 is. I have in my possession, right here, one of the CDs published by Kowloon Kurosawa in the mid-90s. If you go on his Wikipedia article in Japanese, there is a list of some of the things that he's made. He's done a number of these weird kind of games, and I've, mentioned before, he writes books, he's done kind of weird documentary-like videos. And there are also a few CDs. And I got one. Yep, that is right. As you can imagine, they were probably made in extremely small numbers and, you know, published in a similar scope to Hong Kong 97, you know, just sold to his friends or in a friend's store. And I managed to get my hands on one of them. This is a pretty damn big miracle. So about these CDs, there are 3 that I know of, and none of them have any music on them, including this one. These are just recordings of people talking, insane people or extreme perverts or that kind of thing. Basically, and this one is recordings of the conversations of a phone sex girl with some of her, you know, more twisted customers. There's one of the CDs is like the recordings of like a crazy Japanese Nazi sympathizer. I think there's like one track up on Nico Nico Doga of that one. I've never seen it, you know, physically anywhere. I've never seen any of these, you know, physical copies anywhere. This popped up on Mercari, and by some miracle, I was the first one to get there. And almost as amazing as all of that, hear that? See that flashiness? It's still sealed in the original plastic. Yeah, it's brand new. It's unopened. It's not an H-seam, you know, like we know with video games. It's actually just a plastic sleeve, and then it's kind of like, you know, tape, I suppose you could say. But apparently, this was the packaging that it came in. So I actually haven't opened it and listened to it yet. I'm kind of, you know, pondering whether I should keep it like this or if I should just blast it open and listen to it. I don't think it's like a video game where, like, you know, having it sealed makes it, you know, 10 times more valuable than it is. I think, you know, it's just, you know, the historical peculiarness of it, I think in this case, is what makes it valuable. So I'm probably just going to open it and listen to it soon, but this just arrived. So I'm still kind of debating. So I can't tell you what the contents of it are specifically. You know, it is conversations with a phone sex girl and some various people. There's 5 tracks, but I can read the track titles for you and translate them into English. So the title of the CD itself is Sukatoro Koumuin, which basically translates into scatologist public servant. Yep, it's Kurosawa, all right. So let's take a look at the track titles. The first one is indeed Sukatoro Kokka Koumuin, which is scatologist, public worker. Oh, he's actually a national level public worker. He got the higher qualification. Ooh. Number 2 is the young Filipino importer who loves the leaf. And yes, that means exactly what you think it means. Track 3, it says, I'll give you 2,000 if you kick me. This is obviously a bit of a masochist there. Number 4 is, finally a foreigner? Mr. Morris arrives. Ooh, maybe there might even be some English on this thing. And track 5 apparently is a bonus track. It's called The Man from Shanghai. So there you have it. I have no idea, even if I do open this and listen to them, if I would be able to translate them into something intelligible. Apparently, you know, the sound quality I've heard is crap, I would imagine. It's a Kurosawa production, supposedly released by Calcutta Records, which is located in Tokyo. Who could have guessed? But this is quite a miracle, and it does literally say at the very top, produced by Kowloon Kurosawa. So apparently lightning does strike twice in the same place, because I've pulled another miracle out of my hat. I have acquired one of the unspeakably rare CDs that he published. It came out in 1994. So I will make scans of this and, you know, put them up on archive.org, and, you know, I'll just stick that link in the description as well. The plastic is going to be in the scan this time because I haven't opened it yet. Well, maybe by the time I scan it, I'll just decide that, yeah, it's okay, I can open it. But you will be able to see nice quality pictures there if you would like. So that is pretty much all I have to tell you guys. Some more kind of funny updates about Hong Kong 97. So Hong Kong 97 itself, the mystery is now 110% solved. We know where that video, that image comes from, and yours truly, Ultra Healthy, has managed to snag yet another insanely rare piece of memorabilia made by Kowloon Kurosawa. This is totally awesome. So as always, thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next video.